Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. The new CT4-V. Quick disclaimer, these red wheels that you see on this car are just the wheels they use for transportation. So in case they did get damaged before it ends up at the dealership, then at least these get damaged and not the actual wheels. The actual wheels on the car do get shipped separately. So now you guys know. Anyway, let's take a look at this one. Honestly, it's not going to be too much different from the one I already looked at, the other CT4 non-V. But let's check this out anyway, because V stands for YouTube views. Always have a hard time getting in and out of these tiny cars. And the buttons are going to be about the same basically as the last CT4 I did. A couple small differences though is the steering wheel is different on this car. It's thicker. The whole thing is thicker. We got these perforations here on the side, and you got the nice metal paddle shifters. So that's nice. But yeah, it's the same as last one I did. I'm actually going to start it up real quick. Get that full digital dash.
Western Suburbs premier.
And there you have it. The score I'm going to give this one, I think I'm going to go with the same score I went with last time. I'm going to do 7 out of 10 for materials, 10 out of 10 for fit and finish. Again, I really think it deserves it. I looked at a couple other comments from the last video. Some of you were saying, oh, this is just another garbage can from GM. I agree that GM hasn't made the best cars in recent years for quality, But honestly, if this car costs $57,000 brand new, compared to, I don't know, Mercedes C300, brand new one, at least in the US. I know you Europeans have your diesels, but that's a different story. Material wise, I mean, the C300 is not that much better, to be honest with you. You don't get leather seats in the C300. You get MB Techs. I don't think this is real leather. If it is, it's not a very nice leather, but it still feels better than MB Techs, at least to my hands. Mercedes, you can get metal or wood. This one, there's no wood in here, but you can get this carbon fiber. This screen, it's easier to use, maybe not as jam-packed in features as the Mercedes, but we're not talking about technology here. I mean, basic technology, okay, you got some shortcut buttons, you got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto standard. This one has navigation. I mean, it's just, you know, simple. Full digital gauge cluster here, heads-up display. I mean, for 50 grand for a brand new car with only 4 miles, what else could you possibly want? The Mercedes, BMW 3 Series, Audi A4, it's still going to have vinyl dash. It's still not going to have real leather on the dash or even on the seats. And if they do, it's not going to be a high grade of leather. So I'm not sure where you guys are coming from with that. If you're just trying to hate on GM, I'm not exactly a huge fan of GM myself. I'm not a fangirl in that regard. I just happen to work at a GM dealership. It's my job to like it, I guess. But again, in my videos, I'm objective. So I don't have any bias or anything like that. No brand loyalty, except for Mercedes. But then they make crap cars. That's the thing. I'm like, Mercedes, what are you doing? Bottom line is, for the money and for the performance you're getting, I think this car does really good with the interior. The materials are good enough, and it doesn't squeak. And that makes me feel happy on the inside. Let me just park it back real quick. Oh yeah, I did drive this earlier, as well as the normal CT4. And they're both pretty similar as far as acceleration, handling. This actually might handle just a little bit better, but it's the same car. It's got the same motor. This does have a tiny bit more horsepower and torque than the regular CT4 with the 2.7 engine. But one thing that I really like is the steering wheel, though. It's so nice to touch in the hand. I have big hands, so just grabbing onto this big, thick steering wheel. We got these little things on the side here, the bolsters, I guess. I don't know what you call them. Bottom line is, I think the steering wheel feels really good. And the steering itself is nice and heavy. You can adjust that with the drive modes here. We got sport, we got track mode. And the steering is really weighted, really nice and heavy, even though it's electric power steering. It does feel wonderful in the hand to just do this. So, good driving car, good interior. Again, 7 out of 10 for materials, 10 out of 10 for fit and finish. It doesn't squeak. So, there we go. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. I read all comments. Let me know if you want to see some more new Cadillacs, because we have those. Or any other cars, any other requests, within reason, of course. Don't ask me to review a Koenigsegg or something, you know. Nobody can find that. So, let me know, guys. I'll see you next video. Peace.